So this is my experience with the Muldowney system protocol, part 3. You're welcome to watch my first 2 videos. The first video of it is where I kind of explain a little bit more, but just a real short overview is that I have Ehlers Danlos. Muldowney is sort of the only protocol for physical therapy that is kind of acknowledged as something that can work. Comes with a lot of promises if you can follow it. So this is my 3rd time through. I failed completely twice. So this is my 3rd time trying it, and just kind of wanted to chronicle it because most of the things I've seen are people just jump to the end success stories with it, and I just kind of wanted to show everyone at least what my experience is like going all the way through it. Because it seems like a simple thing, like especially if you are a temporarily healthy person. And yes, that's what I call all of you who are healthy, is temporarily abled, because that, if you're really lucky, will change. If you're not so lucky, will change quicker. So even if you're temporarily healthy, these exercises look easy. You know, they're bridges, they're balancing, they look very deceptively easy. And they are if you do them wrong. And then my physical therapist shows me how to do them right, and I suddenly lose a lot of my swagger with them. So I'm now on level 2. I had gotten almost all the way through, and then I had a really bad setback. And then, I'm sorry, something walking behind me, and I forgot that I have a chicken tunnel behind me, so you might see some velociraptor chickens running around behind me. Anyway, so I gotten pretty far, at least for myself, into level 2. And then just on the table, showing my physical therapist how I was doing exercises, I dislocated my tibia. This is not medical advice, but what he did show me was that I had been putting my weight on my front toes to stabilize, and that had been pulling my tibia forward. So he showed me how to use my putting the pressure through my heels, and for me, that has helped. I get really sore underneath my knees when I do these physical therapy exercises, but I'm not popping out as hard as I was in the beginning. So that was really helpful. And he was showing me how to really spend all these exercises, even though they're bridges, they're kind of butterflies with bands, they're all these things that you don't think about our core, but they are absolutely about your core. And so he was really pushing me to use all of my push forwardness into making sure that my core was perfect the whole time. And that dropped me down, which was hard because I always think of like, okay, I'm at step 2, now I'm at step 3. This is awesome. I'm rocking it. Rocking is not the point, apparently. The point is to do these exercises perfectly and really work from your core. So that's what I'm working on now. I did my exercises this morning. It was brutal. I keep experimenting with whether I do them first thing in the morning or last thing at night. I was doing them last thing at night, but nighttime's my witching hour, and it wasn't good. So I'm starting again with the morning, and I'm planning my mornings around I don't function till 10:30. I am privileged and lucky I can do that. But what that allows me to do is I brush my teeth, I rest. I brush my hair, I rest. I do my physical therapy, I really rest. That's like when I eat my breakfast in bed, I crash after physical therapy. It's brutal and painful. I also take my pain meds right when I wake up. I've noticed that to be a huge difference. I used to wait until things hurt. This is not medical advice. This is absolutely not. This is my personal experience, and I personally have found that taking my medication, who knew, as prescribed, instead of trying to take less, taking it as prescribed has actually allowed me to do a lot more throughout the day and to have a better chance of doing my physical therapy at the level it should be done. I'm a little disheartened. I'm back. I got up to 1 minute and 30 seconds today. I had dropped down to 1 minute. So I was a little sad about that, but I think I actually have to drop back down again. I was really wobbling at the end, and that's not the point. The point is to do each exercise exactly right and really focus on my core, and I think I will be dropping back down to 1 minute again. So this is going to be a very long series as you watch me try to get through this Muldowney method. I can say I have noticed my oxygen saturation levels are up. I have no idea if that has anything to do with anything. But I have noticed since I've been doing this, I don't hit 92 as often. I tend to hover more around 98, which is pretty awesome. Yay for that. I also noticed I'm a lot more stable. I walk with a cane most of the time, or I use my wheelchair a lot. But I found that when I'm just kind of walking around my house or my garden, I'm not falling as much. So who knows what that has to do with anything? It might. So that's my experience this week. I will let you guys know next week how it goes and if I'm back down to a minute. So this might be a very, very, very long series. If you're unfamiliar with who I am, I'm Monica Michelle. I have chickens. Loud chickens. They are probably summoning some sort of creature in their coop. Anyway, I'm Monica Michelle. I run a podcast called Explicitly Sick. I am starting a new podcast very soon. We are debating names. Right now it's Chronic Illness and Tech. I was kind of going with the unplugged or the plugged in spoonie. We'll see what that ends up being. It will be about technology, disability, and chronic illness. Very excited about it. We are on the Invisible Not Broken network. I also run Explicitly Sick, and explicitly chickens are loud. I also run a history podcast for kids called I Can't Believe That Happened. 10-minute history podcast for kids, really crazy cool stuff that happens. So I think that's about it. So hey, be kind, be gentle, and be a badass in whatever way that looks like for you, and enjoy the week.